P-51D. Machinery 1 Packard Merlin V1650 7 liquid-cooled supercharged V12 engine rated at 1695 horsepower. Armament 6 by 12.7 millimeters machine guns, optional 907 kg of bombs or optional 10 by 127 millimeters rockets. The crew was 1 person. The span was 11.28 meters, the length 9.83 meters, the height 4.17 meters, wing area 21.83 millimeters. The empty weight was 3,465 kg, with the plane fully loaded was 4,175 kg. The maximum weight was 5,490 kg. The speed and maximum speed was 580 km at cruising, and maximum is 703 km. The rate of climb is 16.30 millimeters a second. The surface ceiling is 12,770 meters. Range and maximum is 2,655 kilometers. Unit costs about $50,985 to $50,985. The P-51D's landing gear was hydraulically operated rectangular main gear and tail wheel. The propeller was a Hamilton Stanford 4-blade hydraulic, consistent speed, 11 foot 2 inches, non-feathering. Radar warning radar and tail to signal approach of other craft from rear later models. Battle of Bulge. The theater was European. The Axis powers were Germany and Italy. Allied powers, Great Britain and France and U.S. and Russia. Axis powers. Prime purpose to establish and maintain a new order of things to promote the mutual prosperity and welfare of the people's concerns. They also supported each other's goals for territorial expansion. Allied powers. The main purpose was to defeat the Axis powers and create a peaceful post-war world. This was created to respond to the aggression and unprovoked war the Axis had unleashed upon the world. The location was the Ardennes, Belgium, Luxembourg, and Germany. Casualties, 90,000 Allies, 100,000 German. The date was 16th of December 1944 to the 16th of January 1945. Result, Allied victory. Troop strength, 80,000 Allies initially, ultimately 600,000 plus. 200,000 German initially, ultimately 500,000.
P-51 gives bombers better support with the bombers on mission to protect them because they were very agile and had long firing distance that was accurate. One of its main uses is to dive bomb. It can do this well because the plane can maneuver very well. Reasons for the P-51 Mustang fighter: it continued domination of the European skies, the Mustang's ability to carry large external fuel tanks, and the Merlin's good fuel economy gave the air war in Europe a different look. With over 450 gallons of fuel, the Mustang now had a range of 2,000 miles and the capacity to escort the long-range bombers on their entire mission. The P-51 was the first to have the teardrop canopy in place of the original greenhouse. This aircraft is painted in the colors of the highest-scoring Mustang ace, Major George Preedy, who became famous after one mission where he claimed 6 kills. The Germans wanted to drive a wedge in between the American and British armies in France and other countries. The Germans also wanted to recapture the port of Antwerp in the Netherlands to deny the Allies use of the port facilities. It fell short of its goals, even though it did create a bulge in the American lines. The bulge was 50 miles long and 70 miles deep. Italy, Veneto, Mussolini believed that Italy was short-changed by the Treaty of Versailles.
Information about the battle. German Chancellor Adolf Hitler wanted to do a surprise attack in the west that would divide the Western Allies and that may even convince them to join Germany in its war against the communists of the Soviet Union. The German forces kept pushing forward to go deeper into Belgium and France because Germany wanted to get the capital of France. The start of the month-long battles included the German attack force consisting of more than 200,000 men. In the opening phase of the battle, the Germans would only be going against 80,000 men. Many of the American troops were inexperienced. The German force included battle-hardened veterans of the tough fighting on the Eastern Front. End of the battle. The Germans had waited for bad winter weather to launch their attack, to diminish the ability of Allied aircraft to support the ground troops. The weather also slowed the German advance, however. The narrow roads and stubborn resistance wrecked their timetable. After 1 month of vicious fighting, the battle came to an official end January 16th.